presentation of the National Football League.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start.
Let's go.
Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic.
I was just...
What's the matter, Anna? No crying.
You got me.
No crying. Don't cry, dinosaur.
Signal caller hailing from Mississippi State. It's Dak Prescott.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever. And that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
Dry your eyes.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring out the third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott from the gun on third. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
Tracy going to get it on first down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Tracy. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one finds McConkey. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11. That's another first down.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to 17. Back-to-back nice 6 plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now it's Tracy. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyrone Tracy taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
His kick is
Extra
good.
point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Home team, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man who played his college ball in the city of Orlando, the rookie from UCF.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night. And by the way, made a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Calhoun. This is caught by Tucker. And he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the 41, here's a second and 7.
41-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Hold it ready. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Oh, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Or just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Henry up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Calhoun. Touchdown. Ricky Pearsall. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to build things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to
banana.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a gain of
3rd down and 13.
3rd and 13.
Throwing. Prescott. That one complete to McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He'll take it at the 42. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Henry lingered in to make the play. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line.
Go cry, dinosaur.
Deep and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Calhoun. And
Oh,
this
catch the
one's
ball.
incomplete.
Intended for Ricky Pearsall. Incomplete.
Now
Brings
it's
up
2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. 3rd down and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle. Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that,
Are you okay?
preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a handoff to Henry. And a nice pick up there. Gets about 5 down the 4-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Ricky Pearsall. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man.
Santa, dry your eyes.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
Anna, I want.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
What do you want?
Gets past one man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Hello.
Now this offense back
See who's here?
to go for their next drive.
No need to cry.
7-0 lead of theirs, short-lived.
Who's
As they've
here?
given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but
in
no
a
cause
little
for
movie.
discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they
I know.
proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down?
I like that,
the
bro.
first time? Get back
I'll leave it up there.
to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that
Sure,
wasn't
Anna.
the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making the play there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly.
There you
but it
go.
falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You can try to that.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
Oh, it's going to be okay, Anna.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be
All of a sudden, start coming out of nowhere.
Collective deal, isn't it?
He's got everything he wants.
He's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
And he's made the most of it to this point.
I'll get it.
1st down screen pass, good for
Hormones.
5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if your team has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did.
Was it just that? I would be crying, too.
And that time, a solid game.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. This
okay.
offense in mid-season
You're fine.
form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's complete to Pearsall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
At the 22-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Calhoun. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him.
Now he's loose up the left sideline. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there just before halftime. Give him 69 yards on the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
For the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A final shot before break. Calhoun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 91 yards yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Go.
They run over center with Mitchell. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Operating from the gun, Calhoun. Pass caught by Pearsall. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind the veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. They'll run it again with Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Calhoun.
Oh my goodness, he jumped right there.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. They've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Judy. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This now a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That was a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
A gain of 14. Result is a 1st down.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go.
On to give, it's Tracy. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On the run is Tracy. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his man Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
It's a gain of 6 and a first down.
On play action, Prescott got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Tracy. And now moving a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball for this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Monangai.
Wow.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Manners.
Kyle Monangai.
You want good Popeyes? You get
3-yard
Duckies.
touchdown run. As his guys are able to regain the lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
2nd down and a yard.
Go.
Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There for the stop defensively, Nick Benito.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, The ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates, the worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. This is Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Henry will take it in. Touchdown.
This is a type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up.
We gotta make sure Manners is okay. Because it's cold. See your jacket. Who's booked?
Good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score.
So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. 17. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good one.
Hello. What's that?
And how quickly she
Yeah, she leapt out of there.
was like, get the
Of course, I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him.
Gabby Goo.
No doubt about it. And
How we doing?
Nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for.
Yep,
if you're
yes,
a
he
back,
is. Want to get
because
some
that
fun.
means
Let's go.
everything's coming together for you. The big guys up
Go
front
get
have
some
created
fun. Let's
space.
go.
You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 2 yards to the loss, 2nd and 12.
And sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Off the play fake. Miller. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding on the offense. Come on. Holding on the offense.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Prescott to throw it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now Prescott. To the left side, he's got McConkey. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 49-yard.
Was there any new games? You said there were games released on Tuesday.
And it will be 1st and 10.
Was there any new ones you saw or no?
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse
Run
this
Derrick
slim
Henry
lead.
down their throat.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Mom?
Close to the 40. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Henry again on second down. And he's got some space here. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Let's go now. Liking 18. Ready, ready.
Another run with Mitchell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Okay.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Oswell good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
28. Visitors 17. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Dak Prescott of the offense. Down by 11. A minute 51 on the clock. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
To throw, Prescott.
32-yard line.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
Here's Dak. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was what they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Now Dak. That's caught by Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. First and 10 here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Here's a second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Prescott.
Second and 7.
Underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
And it's third down.
Prescott. And he's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's another.
Yeah, he spikes it with just a shade under a half a minute left. 29 seconds on the clock. Again from the 15, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
There we go.
Prescott yet again. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
All right. Well, my first game.
Not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with
no surprise who the top player was.
Opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game.
22 carries, 204 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Derrick Henry.
You knew the motivation was going to be there on both
Beast.
sidelines. One just executed better.
Beast mode, right?
To win.
Come on, I'm giving them the ball.
Home team here. They begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener.